Welcome to MTV Cribs. It's your host, me. I'm your host. Come on, come check out my new place. So starting off, we got some max level security. I don't know the code, but I'll get it. And here we have the living room, or as I like to call it, the movie room, where we watch all kinds of movies like Frozen and Django. Look at that big screen. Wow. I like to call this piece, Love is the Friends You Find Along the Way. I paid $2,000 for it. Over here we have my brand new couches that have some buttons, a little reclining action. They also have USB capability in case you want to call somebody with your couch. Here's the kitchen, all modern, all new. Most importantly, the fridge. I like to keep it fully stocked, fully loaded, ready for company, all the time, every time. Out here we have our gaming pad. The logo board game is my favorite. We also have a little a little hoop action. I think I made that one. Got a little table tennis, little ping pong. I only buy huge TVs, at least 32 inch, at least. We've got a little kiddie room for when the kids come over. I get them on the weekends. And last but not least, my room, the master bedroom. I'm out of breath. This bed is special ordered XL King. It's huge. Special ordered swan feathers, so you know it's soft. And then in here is the master bath. That's right, got a jacuzzi that me and all my friends can hang out in. And here's my walk-in closet. And normally it'd be filled to the brim with designer clothes, but I recently sold all of my clothes to charity to raise money for charity. So that's why it's empty. I'm just kidding. This is definitely an Airbnb. There is no way I could afford this. Me and some of the guys got an Airbnb for the weekend, and so I got here a little bit early, had some time to kill. So I thought I'd try to make a new rebrand video. And here we are. This place is like super nice and brand new. So since our last video, a lot has happened. Full disclosure, I tried to make a new rebrand video, but it just didn't go well. I was kind of sick and just wasn't feeling it. So I've been kind of sitting on that for a while, trying to think of some way to salvage it, but enough excuses. I don't know whose house this is, but here we are filming a rebrand video inside of it. So this was definitely last minute. On the way here, I started thinking, what could I rebrand? I've been getting lots of cool suggestions from you guys, but I just was feeling something else in my heart. It's that time of year when you start feeling warm and tingly on the inside. It's the holidays, and you know, I can't help but think Santa has his work cut out for him. I mean, if you think about it, it's 2019, about to be 2020. And I feel like more and more parents aren't telling their kids about Santa Claus. The magic of Christmas is gone. Everybody's so cynical nowadays and everything's so commercialized. I feel like Santa needs to be more commercialized too. Santa needs to get with the times. He's fallen behind. He's got to start paying those elves somehow. I know that he's got all those sponsorship deals with Coca-Cola, so that's something. And I know he makes money around this time of year at the mall taking pictures, but there's no way that pays the bills. Somebody's got to keep the North Pole lights on. Somebody's got to pay those elves so they don't unionize. I'm just saying, Santa needs to go commercial. So I'm here, Santa, to grant your Christmas wish. I'm gonna brand you. and I've already got some good ideas rumbling around in there, jingle belling around in there, and you can pitch it to your investors. Let's bring the magic of Christmas back. So this isn't necessarily a rebrand. It's more of branding a legend. He needs his brand out there in the real world. Since I didn't know I was doing this video, I didn't bring any sketching stuff, any pencils or anything. So we're gonna do everything in the computer, see how it goes. So I just bought this really cool font set that I'd like to try out on this brand for Santa. It's got a very specific look to it, so I think it'll work well. Also, I think I'm going to brand this as Santa's Workshop. I think that that's kind of along the lines that everybody's familiar with. Yeah, here we go. So the two fonts that I bought actually are called Crawley, and the one that came with it is called Heller. So Crawley is a really nice script font. It looks very hand done, hand drawn, and Heller is a really nice serif that pairs with it really well. So we're gonna start there. And obviously these fonts are like really well made. I bought them on Creative Market if you're interested, but we're gonna customize this some. Obviously, I would love to do some custom lettering for Santa. He deserves it, I mean. But obviously I said I don't have any pencil or paper with me, which is pretty essential to custom lettering, at least for me. A lot of people use iPads, programs like Procreate. Don't have any of that with me either, or own it. Christmas present, Santa, if you want to repay me for this little thing, this little number, I would love an iPad and an Apple Pencil. So yeah, I'm really digging the script that we got going right now, but the Heller, I'm not so sure about it for this. I think I'm looking for something a little bit wider. I'm kind of feeling like it's not very Santa-like. It's a little too industrial, maybe. So let's try and find something. I think just for the sake of, because I can, I'm gonna add in a word. I think this might help fill in the space a little bit. Yes. Yes. I'm feeling that. Here I am back at home. Don't you love the magic of Christmas? The guys got there as I was finishing up, so here I am back at my cruddy apartment, and we're gonna finish this thing up for Santa. Just had a couple more things that I wanted to try. You know, I do always call this rebranding, and so a brand is a lot more than just a logo. So I wanted to kind of try and make a couple of elements that Santa could use to try to get himself some more exposure around the holidays. Take a look at what we've got. So here's the main mark that we would use. Kind of the whole point of this rebrand was to give Santa lots of different options and ideas and things to use in his brand that he could use on all kinds of things. So the little hat that I made here could definitely be used all over the place, and could kind of serve as an icon even when he's making it, maybe even as a second mark. And then here I wanted to bring in a little bit of red green, but to me the traditional like super red, super green. I know it's Christmassy, but I wanted it to be more of a faded green, like more of a Douglas fir type green, and the red to be like a deep velvet red. And I really like how the white looks against this green, so I'm excited about that. I think that the green would always be a good background, and really you could even switch the colors to the red and the green to make a red background. Let me do that real quick. So yeah, you could use, I would tell Santa that he could use these colors pretty interchangeably, the red and green, but keeping that color palette and keeping that white like snow, right? And then also I wanted to create a little bit of an ad for Santa, like maybe a little catchphrase that he could use. We don't take holidays, we make them. Which I thought that was pretty good. So I used the hat still as, again, just like an icon, and I think it fits well in the ad. And then the main mark down here in the corner just kind of brand stamps it, right? And I also added some texture, it's called mezzotint. It adds a little bit of grain to it and kind of made it look a little bit snowy almost, if you will. And if you notice that the fonts are also the same, we're using our brand fonts for Santa. I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, but I played around with making an S with some candy canes, and that just really wasn't coming together. And as I kept playing with it, I decided, you know what, that's just too much. It's probably better just keep it simple and stick to this mark with the hat and just keep it the hat. Not add too many elements. That's pretty good, huh? Do you like that? You think Santa's gonna like it? So that's all I've got. This is our new puppy, Nevada. Thank you guys so much for watching and being so supportive. It's been really cool. I love making these videos. Thank you guys, and if you like this one, please like and subscribe. 1 subscribe equals 1 pet for Nevada. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, everybody.